ओके। सो
We
सर,
didn't.
जब आपको डेप्यूटी चेयरमैन बनाया गया प्लानिंग कमीशन का, डॉक्टर साहब ने आपको कॉल किया और आप यहाँ पे आए और फिर आपने चेयरमैन आप उसके बने। इसके पीछे की एक स्टोरी ये भी है कि आपका नाम जो है वो सजेस्ट किया था हरकिशन सुरजीत सिंह जी ने, और एक्चुअली तो ये था कि मनमोहन सिंह जी आपको फिनमिन बनाना चाहते थे, फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर। पर सोनिया ने रूल आउट किया और चिदम्बरम को बनाया गया। और उसके बाद हरकिशन साहब ने कहा कि इनको प्लानिंग कमीशन में आप ले लीजिए, क्योंकि एज ए कैबिनेट रैंक वो आपकी ईयर एंड आए होंगे और आप वहाँ से कंसल्ट कर सकते हैं।
नहीं,
सो क्या
एक्चुअली
क्या
नहीं,
सिनारियो है,
आई
ये
हैव
ये लिखा है एक किताब के अंदर में।
किसी ने लिखा है ये?
हाँ।
कौन?
हाउ प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स डिसाइड, नीरजा चौधरी।
Acha, Nirja said that. I must check with her where she get that from. No, I have
दैट्स द
no,
बुक।
Acha, I have no idea
हाँ।
at all. And I doubt that, given that Chidambaram was present,
हम्म।
and given that Chidambaram had actually been
हम्म।
the critical element of the reform team,
हम्म।
I don't think that Manmohan Singh would have wanted to jump me
हम्म।
in as finance minister. So I doubt, I don't. The only time when he spoke to me
हम्म।
was when I came back via Delhi a few days after the government had been formed, and just to congratulate him. And he said, "No, you must come back. And what would you like to do?" And I said, "Look, there are two things that I can think of. One would be to work in your office in the PMO in some suitable position, and the other would be to be deputy chairman."
ओके।
And I said, I would actually prefer the deputy chairman's position because I'd be more able to help you than if I'm simply in your office. There are enough people in your office, and I can give you some outside input of how things are happening.
ओके।
I don't think I was being considered at that time for finance minister.
पक्का।
Well, I mean, it's always nice to think, but I'm in 2004. I don't think so.
ओके, नॉट इन 2004। और इसमें एक बात और भी लिखी जाती है कि आपकी जो प्रॉक्सिमिटी थी प्राइम मिनिस्टर डॉक्टर सिंह के साथ में, वो ये थी कि योजना आयोग के बाहर नेताओं की और डिप्लोमेट्स की गाड़ियाँ बहुत ज़्यादा रहती थी, रादर देन प्राइम मिनिस्टर के रेजिडेंट के।
No,
और
that is only because it's easy to come to. But ये बात ठीक है that in those, see, I think
लोग सिफारिश करने आते थे आपके पास?
they don't do sifarish, but lots of people would come to discuss कि भाई इस बात पे गवर्नमेंट की क्या राय है, okay? And I would always say, well, I don't know what government's view is, but this is my view. So maybe they found it useful. Maybe they thought, since I know the prime minister, I couldn't be giving them a completely odd picture. But yes, quite a few people, both business people and diplomats, would turn up.
ओके।
But there's nothing wrong. I mean, my view is that's what the Planning Commission or whatever the Niti Aayog should do. I mean, their job is to be the eyes and ears for the PM and to
Okay.
hear different people.
ओके।
And what's the point of just feeding stuff from inside to the same? That's not very useful, I think.
इसी में एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ ये भी है कि जब न्यूक्लियर डील चल रही थी उस वक्त डॉक्टर सिंह ने ये कहा था कि मैं रिज़ाइन कर दूंगा अगर ये नहीं हो पाई तो उस वक्त ये कहा जाता है कि सोनिया ने आपको कॉल किया था, सोनिया गांधी ने, कि आप
हाँ,
हाँ।
ये कहा जाता नहीं, ये मैंने बैक स्टेज में खुद लिखा है. Yes, it is true. Actually, दो आप मिसेस गांधी की भी जो प्रॉब्लम है समझनी चाहिए, क्योंकि कांग्रेस पार्टी लेफ्ट वाज टोटली अगेंस्ट द न्यूक्लियर डील. उनकी कुछ आइडियोलॉजिकल ऑब्जेक्शन कि हमें अमेरिका पसंद नहीं, वी शुड नॉट बी आस्किंग देम फॉर एनीथिंग. आई थिंक दैट इज सिली approach. I mean, the test is, are we getting something from the Americans which we value? And the objective that Dr. Singh was following is very important. क्योंकि लोगों को इतना समझ नहीं है, because complicated है. उस वक्त जब इंडिया ने पहली न्यूक्लियर टेस्ट पोखरण 74 में की थी, उसके बाद ये जो न्यूक्लियर पावर्स थे, हमने उसको कहा था पीसफुल न्यूक्लियर एक्सप्लोजन. मतलब कि वो बॉम्ब नहीं था, तो नॉट स्मॉल which can be taken on a plane, was an explosion. Okay, तो इन लोगों ने they were concerned कि अब India is near to becoming a nuclear power. तो इन्होंने पहले भी ये नॉन प्रोलिफरेशन ट्रीटी फ्लोट की थी, जहाँ जो 5 देश हैं जिनके पास न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स थे, मतलब यूएस, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, चाइना, यूके और फ्रांस, इनको माना गया था न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स पावर्स। तो इनका हक है कि आप न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स रख सकते हैं। ट्रीटी का मतलब ये था कि अदर देन दीज आप प्लीज़ लिखो कि आप न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स नहीं डेवलप करोगे। हमारा व्यू था, इंडिया का व्यू था कि ये बड़ी अनफेयर ट्रीटी है, क्योंकि आप रख रहे हो न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स और हमें कह रहे हो नहीं, और हमारे नेक्स्ट डोर चाइना है विच हैज़ अ न्यूक्लियर वेपन। दिस इज नॉट फेयर। एक्चुअली राजीव गांधी ने यूनाइटेड नेशन में कई बार कहा था कि हम अभी अग्री करेंगे कि हम न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स नहीं डेवलप करेंगे अगर आप अभी करो कि हम इसको फेज आउट कर देंगे। ये नहीं कि हम गिव अप इमीडिएटली, आप अग्री करो कि आप फेज आउट कर दोगे, हम अग्री करेंगे कि हम नहीं डेवलप करेंगे। दे आर नॉट विलिंग टू डू दैट। सो हमारा व्यू था कि भाई इफ यू आर नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड to go over time to an equal situation, we don't agree with this treaty. And of course you don't have to help us, अगर हम खुद develop कर लें तो कर लें। Problem between पाकिस्तान ने भी यही किया, उन्होंने भी NPT साइन नहीं की थी। ये सेपरेट मैटर है कि पाकिस्तान ने अपने आप नहीं डेवलप की, उन्होंने हेल्प ली फ्रॉम अदर कंट्रीज, मे बी आई डोंट नो चाइना, नॉर्थ कोरिया, व्हाटएवर। लोग कहते हैं ना दैट वाज ऑल इलीगल। हमने किसी वक्त कुछ इलीगल नहीं काम किया अपनी न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स कैपेसिटी डेवलप करने में, और ये वेस्ट भी मानते हैं। okay? तो पॉइंट ये था कि व्हाई आर यू कंस्ट्रेनिंग अस इन सो मेनी अदर थिंग्स, क्योंकि इनका रूल था कि अगर आप NPT नहीं साइन करोगे तो आपके साथ कोई न्यूक्लियर कोऑपरेशन नहीं हो सकती। ये भी नहीं, हम यूरेनियम फ्यूल भी आपको देने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। तो हमारी रियल प्रॉब्लम थी कि हमारे रिएक्टर्स थे, हमारा फ्यूल कम था, तो उनकी कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन कम थी। सो ये जो न्यूक्लियर डील है, इसकी लॉजिक ये थी कि देखो इंडिया NPT साइन नहीं करेगी, लेकिन इंडिया एक चीज़ मानती है कि सम न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर्स को हम नॉन सिविल मानेंगे और दूसरे सिविल। सिविल न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर्स जो हैं उनको इंटरनेशनल सेफगार्ड्स लगा सकते हैं, इनको आप छोड़ दो। इस एरिया में जो भी हमारा फ्यूल बनता है, अगर हम प्लूटोनियम बनाएं, न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब बनाएं, इट्स अप टू अस। बट फॉर सेफगार्डेड रिएक्टर्स आप टेक्नोलॉजी फ्री कर दो, यू नो यूरेनियम सप्लाई फ्री कर दो, एट्सेट्रा। तो दिस वाज द ऑब्जेक्टिव। और पता नहीं क्यों लेफ्ट वाज नॉट विलिंग, whatever it is. I think they said, उन्होंने कहा था कि अगर आप इस डील से प्रोसीड करोगे तो we will walk out of UPA. Now UPA needed left for survival. Congress party obviously wanted to survive. They would have told Mrs. Gandhi कि यार please tell Manmohan Singh कि don't ruin the continuation of the government on this matter. You can understand. So she had said to him कि भाई this is wrong. So she called me and said, you know him very well, please explain my concern. And I did. I went to him and said, I also said to him that you haven't explained to the country why you need this. Because most people didn't know. And generally left कहती है America, BJP also opposed completely. Okay. So I said to him, you got to discuss this. You got to understand people's objections and so on, and make it clear that why is it beneficial for us. तो उन्होंने पहली बार मान लिया डॉक्टर सिंह ने। वो फर्स्ट टाइम अराउंड उन्होंने कोई रेजिग्नेशन नहीं परस्यू की, बट काफ़ी चर्चा हुई, डिस्कशन हुई। By then everybody had understood what the issue was, and then it was pretty much ready to go the last mile. Again, left said, no, we will not allow you to go to the IAEA with this proposal, the separation of powers. Without this, we could not have got the Americans to agree to anything. Okay, and Mrs. Gandhi again called me and said, "Look, I think he's not happy with the Congress feeling that the left, we should not risk the left." So I said, I will explain to him, but I must tell you that I had explained earlier that you haven't done enough to explain to the public. Now, frankly, he has done enough to explain to the public. I don't think he's going to listen to me, but I'll convey this is your concern, which I did.
Okay.
But he obviously persuaded her. Okay, nay, it is. We must do this, and it is mainly it is in the nation's interest. He was not saying it is I am being Ariel or anything like that. It is not my prestige. This is in the nation's interest, and we should do it. And I mean, as it happened, I wasn't involved in those discussions, so I don't know what they said. But it is true that he went ahead. The left, the left had said we will bring a motion of no confidence, but he himself sought a motion of confidence, sort of as it were putting his neck on the block. And the left voted against it. But he was able to get the government to survive because he mobilized support from APJ Kalam, president, former President Kalam, who spoke to Mulayam Singh Yadav. KBI SP should support this because it is in the nation's interest. And SP were not at all pro-Congress or anything. But it shows that, you know, even in what looks like a very fractured kind of system, parties do see the national interest. And the left was left, you know, lost on the edge. And the government did survive. So I thought the nuclear deal was a very big achievement. In fact, a lot of what we are doing now, which is good in my view, ये जो कर रहे हैं, मतलब various agreements and so on, defense cooperation with the US, none of this would have been possible if the nuclear deal, which gave an exemption for India from NPT, had not been signed. Because all the American technology cooperations contain conditions in American law that you must have, if you're not a nuclear weapons power, you must have signed the NPT. But this has now been amended, except in the case of India, providing you separate your nuclear reactors, you have an exemption. So under that, if the Americans want, we can cooperate. Of course, if the Americans don't want, they can just say no. I mean, that doesn't force them to cooperate, but you have a chance. But it's not just the Americans, it's also the French, it's also the British, it's also the Russians. Technically, it's even the Chinese. Because otherwise, since they have all agreed not to cooperate with any country that doesn't sign the NPT, it's very easy for them to say, okay, we can't help you because we have signed the, we support the NPT and you haven't signed the NPT. Now we can tell them, look, that's not the problem because the NPT has given us an exemption.